There we are. Hey guys, it's me. I really wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up on something. I went on GameStop.com and bought a bunch of interactive figures, which this is about half of what I bought. Um, and they're doing a deal where if you buy a used figure online, you get 25% off. If you're a pro member, of course, you get 10% off that. And then shipping usually runs around $5 to begin with, and then about $1 for each additional figure. So it's not a terrible deal if you're going to buy a bunch of stuff in mass, especially considering a lot of these Disney Infinity characters run you around $12 or $13. And of course, those who are familiar with Dark Wildfire knows that Dark Wildfire is around $15 used just on GameStop's website. So I ended up snagging him for around $10 by the time it was all said and done. So I was completely fine with paying, what I needed to for them. However, I've had some issues. Spider-Man here, I'm gonna try to hold him up and show you. He's a two-piece figure actually, where his belt line is right there is actually where he connects his upper and his lower pieces. This is gonna be very hard for me to focus, sorry about that. I just fixed him, and as I was fixing him I was thinking, I should have made a video, and I super glued, well, nope, it didn't stick yet. As you can see, he arrived like this. Now, again, I paid about half of what the figure actually goes for. So, I'm not entirely concerned about that. And that's an easy fix, really. And the character doesn't have any stress on him. So I'm not too concerned about him getting broken. But still, it's the fact that it shouldn't be something that arrives. Now, these two came out okay. Go ahead and refocus that. I'm doing this with my phone, sorry. Loki, luckily his horns didn't take any damage and his staff is fine. Green Goblin, there's not really much to break. Now here's an interesting thing too. It's a Ring Wildfire, and I'm going to try to focus in on his face here. This is where it connects, and as you can see there's this very profound area here, like this sort of laceration on his face. I'm assuming that's where it connects. But they use the arms and all, and they bring it into the base here. But as you can see, it is a very noticeable separation. And as such, it looks bad. I mean, it's not going to affect the character in any way, and I'm sure the value is going to be affected a bit, just because nobody wants their character to, or their stuff to visually look worse. And I mean, if you look at it very closely, don't know if I can get a good shot. Right there, it looks like it's been glued. Someone has actually attempted to fix the figure as well. So that's very annoying. And the figure, I shouldn't be receiving figures that are damaged. I mean, if I did, I should be receiving them at an even better discounted price if if you're going to do that. Before I show the last figure here, which is not in frame, I will say that these figures here arrived in this bubble mailer. Now that bubble mailer had nothing else with it. They were just thrown in there like this in that bubble mailer. And the only other thing there was a packing slip. Now, I think that's terrible packaging. I mean, you could at least take and wrap it in a bubble wrap real quick. You could throw something in the package to pad it. It's ridiculous. That is just absolutely stupid. Because that bubble wrap, or that bubble mailer, it is beaten up. Because stuff in the mail gets beaten up in the mail. That's how it happens. I mean, it's just the way that the mail works. And to go along with that, it's interesting because the other package I got came from a different distributor, and it was actually this box. So you can see a very big box. It had one figure in it, Scratch from Skylanders Swap Force, who was wrapped up in bubble wrap with on each side there was actually those air-filled packets, and Scratch was mint condition, not a single problem. That box right there housed Scratch, and these 4 figures, which would easily fit into one of those boxes, came in that. Now that's just really terrible packaging. Now also I received a third package, which was a good sized box. I thought it was going to be packaged very well, and I was very wrong. There was 4 figures in it, one of which was Venom, and Venom is relatively heavy, and he was laying on top of this last figure, which I'm so thankful arrived in a package. What you can tell is because it's going to be very reflective, so it's going to be hard to see. But this is Darth Maul, Disney Infinity 3.0. And I'm going to try to show you. That right there is the top of his lightsaber. Venom was laying on top of him, and as you can tell, Darth Maul took the worst end of that fight. But there's nowhere for that lightsaber to go. Look at the angle. It is going to break no matter what. Even in this package. This is a terrible packaging design just to even have him in. And as you can see here, that lightsaber is very broken. Now I'm going to take this to my GameStop tomorrow. Oh, that's so shiny. And I'm going to tell them that, look, I have the packing slip and all. It's still sealed, never opened, out of this GameStop package. I'm going to need a refund on this. Because I refuse to pay for a figure that was obviously broken after he was sealed. And obviously was done during the shipping process. But since he's in this package, then I'm fairly certain that they're gonna do a refund. But it's still annoying because I'd rather have the figure, to be entirely honest. And if I thought I could fix that lightsaber without too much trouble, oh, that's very bright. I would. Maybe turn it a little more. Not really. Well, at any rate, the way that these lightsabers are made on these characters, it's very hard to fix them because they're made out of a harder material than most of the stuff that you see with like Skylanders. So it's literally just that nice lucite or something like that, and it's broken quite well. So heads up to anybody that is going to buy used figures during the event going on with GameStop.com that your figures may arrive broken. And they're selling apparently defective style figures. That wildfire, that's obviously somebody tried to fix that, and that's really unfortunate. So you guys may want to let GameStop know if you buy something from them, send them a message during the checkout process and let them know that, hey, you know, I want my stuff packaged properly. Heck, refer this video if you have to, and tell them that stuff's arriving broken, stuff's arriving in condition that's not okay. Again, Spider-Man bothers me the least because at least I can fix this. At least this is something fixable, and you know, I just don't want to. I don't want to risking a different Spider-Man, to be honest. This is the one I was really after, and it's really disheartening when you get a good deal on something and it feels like they know that you're getting a good deal, and rather than taking the time to package your stuff and say, hey, this guy or this person is buying something for their own personal collection, and they don't package it well enough and treat it like it's, you know, your property. It's just they throw it into something and hope for the best. So that's unfortunate. However, we do have some places like the ones who package this scratch who say, hey, we realize that this means something to you guys. Let's get it out there. I get that it's a business, but hey, don't put your figures on sale if you're not going to take care of this stuff. And don't lie to people, and don't take stuff in that's like this unless you're going to offer it at a discount. Because I'm okay with this figure personally, just because, you know, it's never going to go anywhere else. It's always going to be mine for the price. I can deal with the fact that there's a defect because it's technically not broken, I don't think. I think that's just the seam pulled loose over there. But I don't like the fact that it's been repaired. That bothers me. But if I had paid $20 or $25 for it, yeah, I'd be very, very upset about this. But I guarantee you there are other people that are getting them in mint condition, basically. And I don't know. I don't think that's fair, especially if you give it to your child and or your, you know, your whoever you're buying them for, and they're not receiving them in good condition. I just think that's terrible. So, anyway, guys, sorry about rambling on. I just wanted to let you guys know what was up, and hopefully this is a fair warning to anybody that wants to buy Disney Infinity stuff. So, I hope that you guys at least have a little bit of knowledge going into buying anything. And good luck to everybody out there. Hope you find what you're looking for. There is a sale going on. There's also a lot of Skylander deals going on. And now's the time to pick up a few things. If you want to buy them new, they'll be perfectly fine, I'm sure. So if you buy anything new during the sale, then I don't think you have anything to worry about. So thanks, guys, and the best of luck to all of you. See you in the next video. Bye.